Hello. Hi. How are you? And how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you are stopping by, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. And I want to ask that you subscribe to this channel and like and comment on this video. That is the only way that you can appreciate and show your support of this channel. And to my returning subscribers, thank you. I appreciate you as well. I hope you are doing well and staying safe. Yes, that being said, I just want us to have a chat moment. Let's have a chat and have a conversation about the thoughts that just came to my mind right now. Yeah, so if you have a partner or you are married, you have a husband, you have a wife, or you have a boyfriend, you have a companion, you have a girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, you have someone that is special to you, that is dear to your heart, you love that person, and you are currently spending your life and you intend to spend the rest of your life with that person. You get what I'm saying, right? So how have you guys been has been, is it all rosy? Is it all smooth talk all the time? The butterfly you had in your belly and all the sparks, all the connections that you thought of, is that how it's been every day since both of you have been together? I just want to know. Yeah. Just a quick background. I am married as well. I have family. So I just want to know what's going on out there, because sometimes being married or being in a committed relationship can come with its own pressure. It comes with its own challenges. Some day it's wonderful. Some days it feels like getting married, over again. While some other days, it is what it is, And some days you feel those sparks. Some days there is no spark at all. So, yeah, and especially to add to that, being parents as well, Yeah, for me personally, it's been very challenging. Yeah. So some days, there are arguments. Some days, it's laughter. And some other days is just just neutral. Yeah. And it, it seems to me, marriage sometimes, or be in a long-term committed relationship, sometimes as time goes on, it becomes very boring and uninteresting. And yeah, so, and it's funny that while some people are, having the kind of feelings and experiences that I just described, some who are single are dreaming of, marriage, being in a relationship. Some are worried that time is going by and they need to have someone, to be in a committed relationship with. Yeah, so while some want to jump out of marriage, some want to jump right in. I guess that is life. Yeah. So, yeah, I just want us to have a chat. Uh, for me, I'll be, just going over some, you know, some points and the thoughts that I have, uh, to share. And then you can let me know in the comment section what you think about some of the points that I will be discussing with you guys. And also let me know your opinion. If you agree or disagree, yes, of course, I cannot be correct in everything. So yeah, so let me know in the comment section what you think, about is it boring being in a long-term relationship and committed relationship, or being in marriage after so long it becomes boring? Yeah, of course, we are still young. I am still young. My marriage is still very young. So, and I appreciate my wife and partner. I appreciate, sometimes, of course, I can be very boring at times, and it takes patience to be able to deal with that. Sometimes I can be very annoying. Uh, I can be very stupid sometimes, and yeah, so it is what it is. She chose me, so you got to deal with it. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Let's talk about some points. Arguments. Sometimes we have arguments. Sometimes we have disagreements in marriage or in relationship. Uh, I guess it's normal, right? So not every time we have the same opinion, or not every time we're on the same page. And I think it's okay. The ability and the maturity to talk through it, communicate properly, and have a dialogue is very, very important. So yeah, so I have a couple of points I want to share with you guys. Uh, you know, of course, couples frequently, argue about various things, about various topics, about various things, and I think, in my opinion, is okay, but the ability to be able to find common ground, and make sure that it doesn't escalate beyond uh, just normal conversation. Yeah, so it's very, very key. So number one, reasons why I feel couples argue most times is money, finance. Of course, we know that finance is very, very important for our normal day life, to be able to to live comfortably. And of course, if there is no finance, or if you don't have, you know, if there's conflict over finances, it could affect romance in marriage or in relationship. So, disagreements on spending, disagreements on saving, and disagreements on budgeting. So some of us are raised differently. Of course, both of you are raised differently. You come from different family background. So it's okay to have disagreements on spending. Some people are raised in a very conservative background, where they are well taught on how to manage money, while some of us we had no teaching on that. We had no training on that. In fact, some of us, we come from, from my background, so we don't talk about money that much. We never, I've never had my parents talk about, you know, how to spend this money. Once my dad earns or mom has money, of course, what I hear sometimes is, okay, here is money for grocery, here's money for other things, birthday party and stuff like that. So I really didn't had a lot of discussion on money, while I was growing up with my parents. So, and it's okay, and some of us, we get we start forming this habits of money, around money, by ourselves, or maybe from the internet or from friends, so, and coming together, in a marriage, in a family, in a relationship, eh, we come with different understanding. So, and then when one person is having this idea of what to spend on, the other person is looking at a different angle entirely. So while some people, they prioritize saving more and spending less, some will tell you that, oh, we only live once, so let's spend this money. Tomorrow is not promised. So, and then also budgeting as well. So some of us, we don't have this training. So, and this can often lead to disagreements in a relationship. Another uh, cause or reason why there is often arguments between two people who are in a committed relationship is conflicts regarding frequency, preferences, and intimacy in sex. So, conflicts regarding frequency of around sex, frequency around the preferences, how you like it, how you want to have it. So sometimes one person might not communicate their preference to the other person. So if you don't communicate, to me, how if my wife did not communicate to me how she wants it, how am I going to be able to know how to satisfy her, very well? So communication, and that can lead to arguments, conflicts, most times. So it's very important you discuss with your partner how you want your sexual preference, or about your communicate to your partner about your sexual preference. If you want to have it in the kitchen, you want to have it in the living room, you want your partner to flip you over and hang you on the ceiling and smash it. So you let communicate it. So it's very, very important. And also another reason why I feel there is conflict today between two people in a relationship is if there's children involved, parenting styles, parenting discipline, and family planning. The number of kids you want. Let's say maybe one person might come from a background where they have kids, a lot of siblings, so they want to have a big family, and the other person will like, oh no, I don't want too many kids. I just want one or two, and I'm done. So that argument can happen around that kind of topic. And then parenting style. Some, we are living in this generation where we hear about soft parenting or gentle parenting, all that stuff, things that we don't get away with our parents. So our kids today, they are getting away with it. And so I'm not a fan of you know putting hands on your kids, or hard discipline to the point where it breaks the child, and so I'm not a fan of that. Love your kids. These are your, your children. These are your kids. uh these are your legacy. So take good care of your kids. I'm a fan of, taking good care of your children. Give them good parenting, discipline. The discipline around, why don't you start, teaching them, more about financial literacy as early as, as possible, so that they can have this, you know, discipline, around money, that will make them to be successful in life. So there are many other things that you can, engage your children, your child in, to make them productive, and you'll be proud of them in the future. So another thing is housework, division of household chores and responsibility. As little as this may sound, this has cost a lot of people their marriages, their relationship. One person, might be lazy, leaving the whole chores to, their partner, and it's not cool at all. Not involving yourself, helping your partner, your wife cook the meal. You as the man, you are to help and support her, clean up the dishes, clean up the kitchen, make everywhere tidy and clean. She will be encouraged to keep doing it. So, but if you say, okay, oh, I for me, uh I have a female siblings, right? So I really, growing up, I really didn't do much around the kitchen. I don't, they take care of it. My mom and my sister, they cook the meal, they make sure everywhere is clean. And so, but this is my marriage, this is my relationship. So I can't say, oh, because I wasn't raised to do house chores, or raised to cook, or raised to clean after cooking. I'm not going to do that in my marriage. That is a no. So division of household chores is very, very, very important. And also, I feel like, adding, or uh, raising our kids, to also participate in household chores, can also, help them, very much in life. So household chores, if you're not careful with, around that issue, it can blow up everything in the marriage. Communication, misunderstandings, and tone of voice. Sometimes the way you speak to your partner, it can cause argument. I'll give an example. 2 weeks ago, right? So I and my wife, we had a very, very, uh, uh, heated disagreements, right? So what happened? Let me give you the background. So just very small thing, but the way we handle it, right? So let me just tell you what really happened. So we're sitting in the living room, we were watching TV, and then I started choking. I was coughing and choking. So my expectation, what I expected from my wife was, uh to offer me option to help, like, should I give you water, or, just kind of. So I didn't hear that, because I was choking and choking and choking. I didn't hear bless you or something. So I now say, why didn't you, so I became upset that she did not offer to help me out, or try to show concern or empathy, to give me water, or, just show some concern or something like that. So in her mind, right? So, and then I just started talking that, oh, that you don't even care that I'm choking, or, and trying to help me. So in her mind, she was waiting for me to stop, and then probably, offer the help. So, but instead of me to wait, I jumped into conclusion. So I was so upset. I was, I was saying different things, out of that, you know, out of that, emotions. So with so she didn't respond too much like that. That's one thing about my wife. So I appreciate that so much. That's I consider that as a strength on her part. We rarely have serious arguments or anything like that. So she didn't say much, and then we continued. So after 2 weeks, 2 weeks after, right? So then she brought up the topic. Me, I had forgotten because for me, I like to just say whatever is in my mind and I forget about it. So I didn't know that my wife still kept on to what I said. So she held on to it. So after a while, so she brought it back. And then, she made mention of the way I spoke to her, that that she didn't care about me or show concern. So and now I listened to her, and then I told her that I didn't really mean it, but I was just under the emotions at that time. So and then I ended up apologizing. I ended up apologizing to her that I'm sorry, the way I spoke to you, the tone that I used, and I jumped into conclusion. I didn't know that you were going to, show me that concern and care, but I had jumped into conclusion earlier and I apologized. And so things like that, misunderstanding, misunderstanding each other's intentions and stuff like that, and also the tone of communication is very, very important. So apologize and then and move on. And then also time management as well, balancing work, family, and personal time is very important. If you don't draw the line between work and your family, that can lead to some issues as well. If you are married, you have in-laws, third party, trying to come into the relationship, into the marriage, that can be a really big issue as well. So yeah, I think these are some of the things that I have to discuss with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And I don't even know the best topic to name this, but I will try and put it on this video. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And thanks for sticking that with me till this time. And I want you to like and subscribe to this channel and support me. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.